Mrs. Clear loves going for walks in the woods. Unfortunately, however, last week she didn't notice the tree roots. Thankfully, nothing bad happened, but her knee is still painful. Since her fall, though, she's been wondering what would happen if she were to have a real medical emergency. How long can she carry on living independently in her home? After all, she lives alone, and her relatives aren't always close by. They're really worried as well. It's for precisely such cases that the 24/7 emergency call service of Bonacasa exists. Mrs. Clear has round-the-clock access to trained medical specialists who can give her individual help in the event of an emergency. How exactly does it work? The emergency call centre is open 24 hours a day and can be reached in a number of ways. Mrs. Clear can telephone or use the bonacasa app to trigger the alarm. She also has the option of having Bonacasa install an emergency call device in her home, which is a very simple way of setting up voice communication with the Bonacasa call centre. She just needs to press a button on her emergency call wristband to summon help in any situation. And to make her home even safer, a smoke detector, for instance, can be linked to the emergency call device. Since her emergency call device is registered with Bonacasa, the call centre knows immediately who has triggered the alarm. If Mrs. Clear wants, she can store important details of her contact persons and her medical history. This means the emergency call centre can respond quickly and individually and, for example, inform a relative or neighbour if asked to do so, or alert the rescue service in an emergency. The availability of location information enables the rescue service to know immediately which building and flat to head for, saving valuable time in an emergency. This also applies to the electronic key safe, which comes as standard in Bonacasa houses. That gives rescue workers fast and reliable access to the person in need of help, without having to break down the door in the presence of the fire service and police. Not only does this save on costs, it also guarantees rapid assistance, without causing an enormous commotion in the building. The 24/7 emergency call service makes Mrs. Clear feel safer when out and about, but especially so when she's at home. That's because she knows that if an emergency arises, she can rely on receiving the right help quickly. A big relief for her and for her relatives.